last year.
Well, we've been telling you about it for several weeks now, but the congressman who represents the district wants the federal government to investigate a possible cancer cluster. KUSI's Sasha Fu is in the newsroom with more details. Sasha?
Dave, Congressman Brian Bilbray wants the federal government to look into what's behind an alarming number of cancer cases in Carlsbad. Last week, cancer patients and their families went before the Carlsbad School Board to ask that the grounds around Kelly Elementary School be tested for toxic chemicals. The group says at least 11 teachers and 9 students from Kelly have developed cancer or cancer-related illnesses over the last 10 years. And in the area around the Carlsbad power plant, the group says 323 cases of cancer have been reported in the last decade. Well, Congressman Bilbray says he wants the EPA and the Centers for Disease Control to take a closer look at the cancer risk in the Carlsbad community. In his letter to those agencies, Bilbray writes, over the course of the last decade, a disturbing trend of cancers has appeared in my congressional district. I write to ask you to reach out and work with both the San Diego County health authorities and the California Registry to ensure a thorough investigation of this issue. And in figures cited by the congressman's office, at least 21 people in that Carlsbad area are currently battling cancer, and 7 have died. In the newsroom, I'm Sasha Fu, KUSI News.
Yeah, Sasha, I'm sure this is a very emotional issue for these patients and their families, but why do they suspect that this could be an environmental connection to the cancers?
Well, mostly because of the history of Carlsbad. We know that Carlsbad had a long history as an agricultural community, and pesticides, chemical pesticides, had been used there. So recently, the parent of a 16-year-old boy says he learned that the testing of the soil around the athletic fields at Carlsbad High revealed some high levels of toxic chemicals. In fact, they had to delay the construction of those athletic fields. So the parents really want to know if there is a risk, and they're even willing to volunteer, they're even willing to pay the $15,000 tab to perform these environmental tests.
And Congressman Bilbray apparently thinks it's worth it at this point to move to the next step.
I think they're happy to have that ally.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Sasha.